Hey everyone, I'm Nicole Spitler of All Designs Equine and welcome to my door. Today we're going to be making this unique 3D Tree of Life wreath in honor of Mother's Day. Come on in, let's get started. So for this Tree of Life wreath, we're going to need an 18-inch grapevine, some natural grapevine for the trunk, or you can use anything that would work for a trunk, like a natural tree out in your front yard. You can use sandblasted grapevine that you get for like terrariums or for aquariums. Anything that will work for that. This is just what I'm using, and because this is something that I have, so it's just convenient. And then we're going to be using grapevine wire, and then lots of different greenery, eucalyptus, boxwood, different vines, some flowers and some wood flowers. So I'm going to show you how to put this together. This makes a wonderful Mother's Day wreath because of course Mom is the root system usually in our families. So this will be a beautiful, unique wreath that you can make for her just with things that you have in your craft store or in your backyard. So I'm going to try to put these different elements together. And then I'm going to use my grapevine wire because it also looks like vines. So it works perfectly for putting things together, and actually it adds a pretty element to the wreath itself. So I'm going to put these together. I'm going to wire this up really good. Okay, so this doesn't have to be perfect because of course a tree is all gnarly and it's not perfect either. And we want it to have a lot of character. So I also pulled off some of these grapevine that hold the actual wreath together. And I pulled it off of another grapevine. And I'm going to twist it around here. And I'm going to just keep trying to add some of these gnarly looking vines and stuff here to make it look really cool. And then you can just do what you want to do. If you don't want to add this, you don't have to. I think I'm going to try to tighten this around here. And then we're going to secure it mostly just by gluing it. And then I'm probably going to add some more grapevine coming up. And we'll probably try to add a little bit of a flare here. With some of these other vines. So I'm just going to pull this off. I cut this grapevine apart. And then we'll kind of put this in here. Yours is gonna look different than mine, and that's fine. Because there's no way to really make these completely the same. You kind of just have to go with the flow and see what you like. And then if you don't like it, you just edit it. You just take it out. So I may change this later, as I often do off camera, because I'm trying to kind of speed through the process of doing all this. And so maybe I'll add another little one here. And then, well, that one's too small, I think. So we'll just take some more grapevine, and I'm going to, you can use this to actually bolster some of your roots Maybe make it look like a little bit of a roots coming down here. You could even really add moss if you wanted to, which I thought about doing. I'm not sure yet though. If you notice, I have these beautiful bracelets. I got this from Julie Hale, who watches this channel, and she decided to make these bracelets and send them all the way from Ireland. So I love them. They're so pretty, and she made me some necklaces to match. Okay, so I'm gonna probably add a little bit more grapevine. Okay. All right, so here is our trunk. I might go around, I mean, after I'm done here, I might probably try to add some more stuff in here later, just to give it a little bit more of a flair. But since that's done, I'll probably, you know, you can glue it if you want, but if it's tight enough, then don't even bother gluing it. So this is going to be where the tree has the leaves and the foliage. Okay, so I'm going to just start the process of making the shape. I'm going to put the base shape down. And this is the fun part. This is the part that I really enjoy. So we're gonna put this in here, and I'm just gonna put this in with regular wire. Okay, just gonna wire this on. You can already see that it looks like a tree. Okay. Wire this side, and we'll be gluing things in, so if it doesn't have to be wired in that well, because it's actually also going to be glued down. But this is going to be the shape, and then we're going to start adding some more greenery. The eucalyptus works fantastically with this particular design. Okay. I'm just going to put some more base greenery down. I'll glue that in. Some more leaves. I'm taking a little artistic license. As we know that leaves only, I mean, not leaves, trees have only one kind of leaf on their own growth, but we're going to just, you know, use different types of greenery and colors so it looks better. And this is going to be a flowering tree. We're going to have flowers on it. And we might even make it a weeping willow at the very end. I got this really cool string of pearl succulents, and so I thought maybe that would look cool if we wanted to do like kind of a weeping willow look. Okay, and this is some different kind of boxwood. This is like a light green boxwood. We're gonna use some of that. Glue that in. Probably gonna add this down. I like it to kind of drape around, almost go like halfway around the grapevine. Here's a little bit more eucalyptus, a little bit of a different color. I'll glue that in there. I'm just kind of doing it fast just to show you what I'm gonna do. And here is this beautiful light green eucalyptus that I love because it's very drapey. I got that from Hobby Lobby, but I got all this greenery is from either Michael's Joann Fabrics or Hobby Lobby. I kind of did a mix. Most of it is from Michael's, I think, actually, this time. Okay. Look at it. I don't like that ugly mint green in there, so I'm going to cut that off. That is just not good looking. Okay, I'm just going to keep adding the shape, trying to figure out what I want. I think I'll add some more of this eucalyptus. Okay, so I'm going to continue to add some more greenery, more eucalyptus. I'm going to kind of build it out this way so that it looks more three-dimensional. So I decided to use these bigger leaves because just like in art, something closer to you is going to be bigger. So I'm kind of going with that theory right now. And maybe right here. Okay. And then I think I'm going to use these really cute, now I saw these and I just thought these were so pretty, especially for this flowering tree, because now we're going to actually make it flower. And we're going to take more artistic license, as of course there's going to be different kinds of flowers on this tree and different kinds of these are like these beautiful little berries, and most flowering trees don't have berries and have flowers and have different color flowers, but of course we just want it to look pretty for Mom, right? Okay, so ironically, my mom doesn't even like wreaths. So I won't give her this, but I will give my grandmother this because she loves flowers. So if I make my mom a wreath, she puts it up for 1 year and then it doesn't really end up returning. I don't know what happens to it, but it doesn't really end up returning. So I've just learned why bother. That's basically what it comes down to. So I'm gonna look and see what oh, that looks so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you know me, I'm always trying to make these unique types of wreaths. I'm always trying to figure it out. I definitely think I'm going to add more of a spread here off camera because I'm gonna have to go with my little mini chainsaw and start cutting things. So you get the idea though of what's happening here. And if you don't want it to be this wide, then you just simply don't have it sticking out this way. I have another Tree of Life wreath that is more, it's flatter, so that someone could put it in between their door and their screen door. This one you wouldn't be able to do that with. Probably going to add a little piece coming out here too. Okay, so just for fun, I think I'm going to add this little weeping look, and we'll see what it looks like. I haven't done this before. This is something new, and this is a succulent. Once again, not belonging on a tree, but we're going to try to make that work. So I think the tree is actually, if you look at the tree, the limbs kind of come off a little bit more this way, like it would be kind of weeping over that way. So I'm going to have a few this way, but I'm going to have more going to the side. The tree looks like it's kind of bent more to one direction. So we're just going to go with that because obviously I can't make it perfect. with the, you know, with what I'm dealing with here. So we're just going to use the natural trunk of the tree to make it look like it's bending over. All right, and then maybe we'll do a few more here, and then we're gonna add the flowers, and then basically it's done. It's beautiful, it's different, it's the tree of life. It's fabulous for Mother's Day, but it's also just good for anybody who likes organic looking wreaths. I mean, you could even go as far as to add some little birds in here or something. You can really do whatever you want. It's your tree. So I'm going to do, because it's Mother's Day, I'm going to do pink probably and purple. I think normally I would probably just stick with cream and yellow, but since I'm going to be considering this a Mother's Day, we're going to go with pink. We're just going to go all out and do the pink. Before I add the artificial flowers, I'm going to be adding some of these wood flowers. Also to give it a nice organic look. And truthfully, you could be done after you add these wood flowers. I mean, I kind of like it just simple like this, but I'm just going to show you the different options that we have here. So I'm just going to take a few of the I have some bigger wood roses, and I'll be using those too. Maybe. I have to see. I like to use different sizes. I used to like different colors, different sizes, but we do have a lot going on, so I might not even need different size flowers. It's kind of it's already got a lot going on, so maybe I will just stick with the small ones. I've done Tree of Life wreaths before, but as I always do, I try to make something different. I'm usually creating something for the first time on camera, so I don't always know how it's going to turn out. Just have a good idea that it's going to look fantastic. And other ideas, put moss down here, even like little mushrooms, or like I said, flowers, not flowers, birds. But this is a very organic looking wreath as it is, and that's kind of how I would probably keep it, but we will see. Wow, that's so pretty. Now it's going to need a little bit more coming out over here, which I can do later. I just want to show you what I'm going to be working with right now, and then I'll fix it up a little bit more spectacular. But I've got these little pink flowers, and this is how we make our tree a little bit more flowering. I'm just going to add these. You can glue them in, obviously. I'm just going to do this kind of quick just to see what it looks like. And you can stick with just pink if you want, or you can do purple. I think I'm going to put this wreath is big, but put the pink right there. If anybody has any wreath ideas, I would love to hear them. I'm trying to do some, I think I'm going to try to do a equestrian grapevine wreath next week. And just to show you how you can make your own equestrian wreath just with bridle pieces and leather pieces and stirrup leathers and reins that you have like laying around and you don't know what to do with them. So I'm going to be working with that, I think, next week. Okay, I think I'm going to add that there. All right. Some purple flowers now. And then that will probably be it. Now this I got at Michael's as well. And for this, I'm probably going to actually pick the blooms off and just glue them straight in like that, wherever I want. And then that will be it. So I'm just gonna keep working, and then it will be done. It's really cute, it's really pretty, it's really different, and hopefully you haven't seen anything like this before. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would like, subscribe, share, leave comments. That would be fabulous. I'd love to hear what you think of this wreath, and I'd also like to hear ideas, feedback, even feedback on this. If you have any ideas, I would love to hear about it. And until then, I will see you next week.